Oh, what's up, demons and demonettes? Tis I, Traxy Demon Kawihin, and today we're going to be delving into the Ravaged Realm, specifically Immortal Squad, because it's still up at this time. But before we get into it, as always, I'll toss a like and subscribe down below. Alright, so you're probably familiar with Ravaged Realm at this time, so I'm just going to kind of cover the teams that I'm running. And obviously, you can see I'm currently in first for Immortal Squad. So let's go into formations. Alright, so you can see I'm running Thorin, Viperian, Berial, Cecilia, Scarlita, Ludovic, Talene, and Carolina. With Evo here and Crescent here. Now, if you do not have Berial built up, you can swap him out for Sylvina. It's just going to be a lesser version. Berial, as I found, works best out of the unit in whole. So let's kind of go into the formations that I'm running. Alrighty, so here we have the formations. So here we got Viperian over here, Scarlita, Berial, Thorin, Cecilia, and then we just have this little line here for our Ludovic, Talene, and Carolina. We don't run the fight, I typically just set it, forget it, and then hit skip. Alright, so what I'm going to talk about next is the magic charms. This has been the biggest thing where I've seen the biggest gain in damage. It's been anywhere from, I would say, 2 to 4 billion damage. Maybe a little bit less, maybe a little bit more. But you get the idea of they can be like a huge factor in your damage. So I was going to show it on the other screen, but they're very, very small there. So we'll just go through it through here. So I'll just go through, I'll pick the characters and I'll show, and I'll just kind of go in order of how they were set up on the previous screen. So we have Thorin first, right? So Thorin, we're going to run 2 blasting charms and 1 of the charms, which is the sorcery charm. This is going to allow him to do more damage, which, you know, hey, that's good. Viperian, if I can ever find, here he is. Right, so we're running 2 Titanic Charms, right, which add in the attack and then the crit, and then we're running 1 Mystic Charm, just for some extra haste and skill power, and that's just because the haste is a little slow, so we kind of want a little bit of a mix, right, but crit is kind of king on this boss. For Berial, I run all of this one, which is the Mask, which is Resolute, which just gets him energy on hit and more ult strength, so he pumps out more damage that way. Alright, so as I mentioned, Sylvina, we could substitute her in. What I would run on Sylvina is this. So I would run 2 Quick Blade and 1 Arcane. This way she goes faster and she hits a little bit harder. Alright, next up is Cecilia. She's a little bit easier. We're all just gonna run the quick one. Right, Gal Charm. So she just increases her attack and her attack speed, because she is typically slow in getting her energy built up and her ults out. So we want to do something to kind of like enhance her energy and build that up. Alright, next is going to be Scarlita. There's not much change here from what you would run in standard Dream Realm. You're going to run all Arcane, right? Right, for the extra attack and then the extra skill power. That's not going to change. She's just been that way for forever. Ludovic, obviously we want to run, so I run a mix here. I run 2 Arcane, obviously, to give attack power and skill power, but then 1 Acute Charm just to speed them up a little bit. Next is Talene, and that really hasn't changed from her standard, which is the energy on hit and ult strength. Right, because her getting her main thing is her ulting, and the longer she ults, the more damage she deals. So that's where primarily all of her damage comes from, is her ultimate. So we want to beef that up as much as possible, and that's what the Resolute Charm is for. The energy on hit just allows her to get it off quicker on those times when she has downtimes, and without like a smoky there going off the whole time, she's gonna have some downtime. And then for Carolina, we just run the, what's this, the lightning bolt, the overload. So again, we want to speed up the heroes and make them hit harder. So we speed her up a little bit with 2 overload charms, because the Graveborn heroes are a little bit on the slower side. And then we use 1 arcane charm to pump up her attack a little bit, and then give her the skill power. And that's it for the Graveborn side of things, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye!